Yes.
Why we record so soon? Mà lát nữa tới phần mà talk show có livestream không ta? Mình muốn livestream phần talk show không?
Thả livestream từ đầu luôn đi.
Ủa livestream từ đầu còn information không mà livestream?
Là mọi người vừa nghe nhạc vừa thấy cái màn hình share luôn không?
Yeah. Right.
Thấy được hai cái luôn không?
Thấy. Nhưng mà như anh tắt cái share sau rồi đó, anh phải share kèm cái share sau nữa.
Chị nghe tắt tiếng rồi.
Rồi đó, anh phải share cái màn hình này kèm với cái share sau nữa.
Ok.
Hãy quên anh đi, hãy quên anh đi, con tim này ngóng trong phao gầy.
Yeah. It's nice.
Nghe được đó.
Hi chị Ngọc.
Chị Alice. Chị Alice.
Hello. Cho chị vài giây nữa, chị chưa có ready.
Dạ, ok chị.
Chào. Chứ mình tạm thời tắt recording được mọi người.
Pause lại đi. Nãy chị thấy cũng hơi sớm đấy.
Nó tắt rồi. Đặt cái sách.
Yeah, hello Alice.
Hello.
Hello chị Ngọc, khỏe không?
Hello mọi người, vẫn khỏe.
Anh Hưởng gửi cái background vô cho mọi người giùm em với. Đổi background cho nó xịn sò nè mọi người. Mọi người chuẩn bị kẹo xương gum với nước uống nha. This is gonna be a long training.
Really?
Yes. It's around 14 slides.
Okay.
And a lot of documents. Of course. Ừ. Okay. Mọi người đã ăn tối hết chưa? Have you guys had lunch?
Vừa mới xong đó.
Dinner, I mean dinner. Chị ăn tối chưa?
Just finished.
Ok. Hello, hello Ngọc.
Hello,
Sẵn sàng chưa em? Sẵn sàng chưa? Rồi ạ. Ok, được đấy. Tối nay sân khấu là em tỏa sáng đó nha. Hello Thảo.
Thảo from ACI, right?
Thảo này chắc Thảo Huế. Thảo ACI hả?
Ok.
Hello Hiếu Phung.
Thảo.
Yes, Miss Anna, all right?
Yes.
Yes, I'm here.
Đấy
Nice
là
to meet
này
all
là
of
hãy chọn Thảo đúng thôi. Do Việt Nam mình nhiều Thảo quá.
Cho nên chị mới chọn Anna Thảo đó. Chị đâu có dám để mình ơn Thảo đâu. Sợ lẫn lộn. Sợ lẫn lộn.
Nội ACI đã hai Thảo à.
Ok. Có này có kia cho vui Hiếu ơi. Chứ ai như Ngọc Hoàng đó mình ơn buồn chết.
Chơi mình ơn vậy đó, mà không ai dám đụng vô hết trơn á.
Không ai dám đụng hết trơn.
Mà không ai dám đụng hết trơn.
Mấy người mà chơi ơn dữ dội lắm đó nha Hiếu nha.
Yeah, hello Bích Trâm.
Hello Trâm.
Chỉ là Trâm lâu lắm rồi chị mới gặp lại nè. Mà vẫn chưa được thấy mặt luôn.
Đấy, thay mặt cho chị Thảo vui nào em.
Dạ đợi em tí.
Đợi một tí thôi à?
Tí thôi nha.
Yến Kiến.
Thôi rồi.
Long time no see. Quá
I think
rồi.
it's 8 months ago.
Dạ, mày
Hình
như hơn trước cái 1-2 tháng đầu mình gặp chút xíu, sau đó thì Trâm đi du học ở đâu á.
Trâm đây đâu đi du học rồi chị, Trâm đi luôn.
Đi định cư
Trâm
luôn.
đi luôn.
Rồi quá.
Hello chị Ali. Beautiful host today.
Our host today is so beautiful.
This Ngọc, right? Ali so cute.
Hữu share giùm chị slide đổi tên.
Chị Ali mà thấy gắn thêm camera vô nét thêm chút nữa là trời ơi, đỉnh chơi. Nhân tiện em có link mua camera nè.
Chị
Nói tí nữa mình làm một breakout room Hiếu nha. Hiếu tạo breakout room sẵn Hiếu.
Đúng rồi, tạo giúp chị được breakout room.
Ok, bao nhiêu cái breakout room nào?
Một thôi, một cho chị Ali với lại hai bạn speaker thôi.
Ali sao bữa nay em đẹp chị Ali?
Ôi cảm ơn chị, trời ơi, em đi chơi nhiều ấy chị.
Ôi, cô Vi này mà Ali chơi lớn quá, đi chơi nhiều nữa.
Hình ảnh trên Facebook lung linh luôn á, như hot girl nào ấy. Bạn em ấy chị, bạn em designer nổi tiếng, chị có muốn đấy không? Join luôn này Hiếu.
Thôi chị không dám đâu, sợ người ta không nhận ra chị nữa.
Tạo trước thôi, còn gì nào mà chị cần thì vô. Em để sẵn vậy đó, muốn vô vô.
Ok.
Ý khoan từ từ lộn rồi.
Ơi chị không thay được cái background ấy, bởi vì là máy nó đẹp quá.
Yes,
Hiếu cái hình ở trong ảnh hình như 20 năm về trước hả Hiếu?
Ảnh nào chị? Ảnh này hả? Trời, em trai em đó. Em trai em đó. Em trai thất lạc rồi là mười mấy 20 năm mới gặp được á.
Đi thi mà đứa em trai đi thế, chơi này ai chơi lại.
Em trai em.
Ủa anh
hơi
Hùng
đẹp
đang thấy
nha.
anh Hùng đang thấy em share một cái PowerPoint hay là share cả màn hình vậy?
Một thôi ấy. Em click sang cái slide thứ hai thứ ba được không?
Ok.
Đổi tên.
Slide 2, slide 3 có gì đâu.
Cái này là agenda.
Ok.
Cái thứ ba để mọi người đổi tên.
Ok là. Ui, hôm nay đông thế nhỉ?
Đông lắm.
chị quảng cáo
Ê,
rồi.
size của chị đi gần hết rồi đó Hiếu.
Ôi rồi.
Ôi trời ơi, có chừng một lát nữa ngập Zoom nè.
Yes, welcome Mr. Phu Show.
Hello anh. Năm nay Phu Su có thi không nè?
Có luôn.
Có luôn hả?
Có
Đã
luôn.
vậy. Ok. Cho đại
tập
em gọi
luôn.
là
Su
mở
đăng ký 4 cái luôn
tầm
á
mắt.
nghe Hiếu. Sushi đăng Su đăng ký 4 cái luôn.
Sushi.
Ok luôn anh ơi, 4 cái. Chắc cái humorous á em nghĩ là chắc để sau cái district á, cuối năm mình tổ chức. Thì năm có ít câu lạc bộ tổ chức cái humorous quá, nên em nghĩ là mình gộp chung nhau làm cái summer campus gì đó.
Làm được. Hiếu.
Cái loại humorous thì nó hơi đặc biệt đó chị, nó kén người thi.
Nó bị khó phải không?
Nó không phải khó, nó chỉ là một cái ngách nhỏ hơn của International Speech thôi. Có nghĩa là International Speech thì chỉ là một bài nói, một cái thông điệp gì đó, nhưng mà cái humorous speech thì chủ yếu là để gây cười, cái vậy. Nó sẽ là một cái ngách nhỏ hơn của International Speech. Hello, welcome our second speaker, Toastmaster Albert Khor.
Hello.
Hello, welcome to Division V.
Thank you. Just give me a minute. I will turn on my camera.
Yes.
Okay, sure. Okay. Nào đây.
Rồi mình nói tiếng Việt hay tiếng Anh mọi người?
Tiếng Anh. English.
English hả? Okay.
Yes, we're gonna do it in English.
Yes.
Hopefully I do not forget any vocabulary.
Hello Albert.
Hello Albert.
Hello.
Okay, so I think that I would like to join the breakout room now with Albert and
Yes, I can see Toastmaster Thảo Ngọc. All right.
Bảo Ngọc.
Bảo Ngọc.
She's Bảo Ngọc. Yes.
She's Bảo Ngọc. Yeah. Just her name to speaker.
Do I need to use this virtual background as well, or it's okay for me to use any virtual background?
We also have the background. So Zoom Master Hưởng, can you help me to send the background in the chat box again?
Please use our background.
Okay, can I have it?
Yes, sure.
I'm asked to join the breakout room.
A minute, please. Anh Hưởng ơi, can you please send the backgrounds to the chat, please?
Okay.
Okay, so what are you looking for in this training? Can I ask some of our participants here today? May I ask one VPE, Bidcam, what do you expect for in this training?
Yes. So the contest is coming. So first of all is how to organize a virtual contest because we changed to online totally this year. So it's quite different from last year. So I hope I know how to conduct a smooth virtual contest and also learn some new tips for speech and table topic training. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Well, I remember last year we also conducted a virtual contest.
Yes, but for the club rounds, we have a chance to do offline round, but
Yeah.
because of COVID, now everything is online. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so may I ask for maybe our contestant to be Toastmaster Phương Su Su. What do you expect for this training? Toastmaster Phương Su Su? Yeah.
I want to know everything about the contest.
Everything.
Everything.
Okay. I'm gonna try to define your everything. Okay, so I think this is the time. We'll send the stage back to Toastmaster Helena.
I'll just start with the TMD Hồng Tây. Okay.
Okay. So
You can
please,
see. I can share the background in the chat box.
Yes.
Yes.
Everyone, please how to change your name. So your name and your club. Okay, we can start right now. Hồng Tây, TMD Hồng Tây. Back to you.
Yes. First of all, I think is I can see many people can open the camera. So I think is this is the time. We really busy, but you can come here on Zoom and participate virtual meeting. And you know what? No matter how COVID-19, we have got alpha, beta, mama, or baba. They can spread on internet. So remember, open your camera and smile beautifully. Because you know what? You never know who will be fall in love with your smile. Yes, and now I think it's time we go directly to the first session. And after said that, you want to organize a virtual contest for your club, but still in dark and don't know where to start. You're struggling with those and tasks, but don't want to interest others. Don't worry, you come to the right place tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome all of you to day one of series Roll with Contest, organized by Division V tonight. Tonight, you will know how to conduct a virtual contest, trained by trainer Hieu Phung, our Division V director. Not only that, number two, you will hear from champions in table topics and evaluation speech as an attendee, as well as how to become a champion. Yes, if you stay to the last minutes of this event, I'm sure you will get many things useful that make you become a better version. And now, before we move to the main session, I would like to invite all of you to hear the voice of the program manager, quality director, our humble Toastmaster Helena. Please give a big hand for Toastmaster Helena.
Thank you, TMD Hồng Tây. Good evening, everyone. I'm so grateful to see all of you here today. I have a question to you. How have you been in your Toastmaster journey until now? Can you write the one word that describes your journey right now in the chat box? Director Hieu Phung said hopeless. How about others? Phương Su Su said fun. All right, for me, so far so good. But more than that, because I have a great opportunity to connect many very experienced Toastmasters around the world. So I know that some of you here are newbies, some of you here are in the learning progress, and some of you here are very experienced Toastmasters. But all of you have the same common. you are learning and practicing public speaking skills. So I know that the journeys or the process of learning is very important and essential to you to unlearn, learn and relearn, to reach out your personal goals in your real life. So to provide a great opportunity to all of you as speakers to improve your abilities to recognize individual Toastmasters as an encouragement to all. So that's why contests are conducted every year in Toastmasters around the world. So each contest focuses on a particular set of skills, providing a specific opportunity to learn about specific area of communication like international speech, humorous speech, table topics, and evaluations. So, and my personal experience when I was the club and area contest last year, I have learned and gained a lot from Toastmasters, and it helped me to shape my confidence and positive thinker right now. I can do it, so you can do it. So today, on behalf of the Division V team, I would like to conduct the event today to kickstart the contest season in Division V this year. So are you ready? And I'm certain that the event today will benefit you significantly. Are you ready? If you're ready, you can unmute yourself and say, yes, I'm ready.
Yes, I'm ready.
Yes.
I'm ready.
I'm ready
Yes,
for
I'm
this
ready.
year.
Let's start our event today. Back to you, TMD Home Tây.
Yes, awesome. I really like the way Toastmaster Helena told about the importance of it. Thank you very much. And now I think it's a good time to take a group picture. In that way, you have a beautiful memory. Hello, Zoom Master. Yes, stay yours.
Okay, you introduced me already, right?
Okay, you smile. I can take the photo. You can turn camera.
Yes, let's turn on your camera.
Are
In
you
that way,
ready?
you can see your mic clearly.
Okay, you can pose.
Yeah, let's take a photo first because I afraid that you're gonna leave the room because of the long training.
Okay, 1, 2.
Everyone, please unmute and please open your camera.
Yes.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10. Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
That's beautiful.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you, Toastmaster Hoàng Hưởng. Without further ado, let's move to the main session tonight. Named How to Conduct a Virtual Contest Successfully, trained by our Talent Division V Director. I'd like all of you to straighten your back, smile beautifully, and give a big hand for Toastmaster Hieu Phung.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. So, as the contest is coming around, and you're wondering how to organize a virtual contest effectively. So, as organizer for many virtual contests for the last 2 years, I believe that we came up with a lot of insight practice during the virtual contest. So today I want to bring you an insightful and a full understanding about how to conduct a virtual contest. And especially to define the word everything about contest that Toastmaster who want to know. I want to try to cover as much as I can during this contest, during this training. And for you to know that this training gonna be very educational, very informative, and very long. So get yourself ready. Okay, are you ready? Please give me a heart, a heart icon on the screen if you are ready. You see how many of you are ready? Yeah. Okay, I see half of the room are ready. Let's see if you are still ready for the first half of the training. Okay, let's start. Let's get started. So, first, in order to understand how to conduct a virtual contest and to define everything about virtual contest, I'm gonna share with you 3 aspects. The first one is the organization structure of a contest, which means that how many people are there in an organizing team to make a contest happen. The second is the role task for each role. So you have a clear understanding of who do what during a contest or before the contest. And the last but not least is the contest flow. It means that when the contest happens, what's going to happen during the contest? What happened first, what happened next, and what happened last? So we're gonna go with the first part, the organization structure. So we will have the big boss. Just like in a club, you have the president, the VPE, the VPM, the VPPR. So in an organizing team for a contest, we also have the big boss, which is the organizing chair. So the organizing chair will play the very important role as monitoring the whole contest, make sure everything happens on time, everything is ready when the contest happens, every materials are well prepared when the contest happens. So this is like the big boss, right? And under the big boss, we have 4 roles, 3 official roles, actually 2 official roles, 1 virtual role, because when you have the virtual contest, you must have this one. And last but not least is an optional role, which is the PR team. If you want to marketing for your club contest to invite more people coming, then you must have the PR team. So chief judge and contest chair are the 2 official roles for contest. Zoom master is also a compulsory role to manage your Zoom. And the PR team, if you want to do the good marketing for your contest and you want to invite many people to join your club. So in this training today, I'm gonna focus on this role for chief judge, contest chair, Zoom master, and every members under the team. For PR team, I'm not experienced in this one, so I will leave this part for your own VPPR team. Okay. Today we're gonna talk about chief judge, board of judges, ballot counter, contest chair, contestant, timer, Zoom master, and Zoom coordinators. So that is on about the organization structure. Oh, if you have any question, please note down and I will answer every question that you have at the end of this training, okay? So that is on about organization structure. So this time we're gonna go deep down into what they are doing before and during the contest. First, we have chief judge. Chief judge is just like the second in command of a contest. He is super important because first, he must gather the board of judges and a tie-breaking judge as well. He needs to find the ballot counter. He needs to define the communication channels among teams. So when we talk about communication channels, we have the communication channels between the chief judge and the judges, channel between chief judge and all the contest officials, chief judge and contestants. Yeah, I think that's all. So that you can maintain the information flow during the contest. Conduct the judge briefing, and finally join the rehearsal. If you want to make sure everything works well during the contest, I recommend you have a rehearsal before any meeting, any contest. So may I ask you a question? Among these five, what is the most important task of a chief judge? May I ask Toastmaster team, which task is the most important of a chief judge? Team, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Let me have a look at a judge-defined communication channels. I think finding the judges.
Finding the judges.
Without the judges, there's no judging going on at all.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. Thank you, team. Yes, this one is very important, which is finding the judges, because without judges, you cannot organize a contest. And just second to finding the judges, which that is the judge briefing. When it comes to judge briefing, it means that the chief judge must, must let all the judges know about what they are doing, what they're going to do during the contest. And there are many items in judge briefing, in a judge briefing session that I will tell you later. So during the contest, the chief judge will maintain the information flow, proceed many procedures. So what is procedure? Procedures include ballot submitting to have the final result, the protest procedure when there is something that you want to protest against the result, which means that you don't agree with the result and you run a protest. And last but not least is the remaking procedures due to technical issues. We are doing online, so sometimes the shark will not leave us alone. They will bite the cable. And that is when the internet signal become weak and you may lose connection during the contest. So if that happens, what will be done? This is very important. That's why the judges and the chief judge must define that process during the judges briefing process. And finally, is to submit the result to the contest chair. Next is our contest chair. Our contest chair is just like I can say a mama of the contest. He or she will take care of the contestants in terms of their speech title, their eligibility criteria, and they have to lead the contest. And the contestant briefing is also one of the most important tasks of a contest chair. And in this session will be a lot of items that you're gonna go through later as well. So because I think I'm gonna not read all the information, you can read it for yourself, and I will also send you the file so that you can follow more easily. I just want to highlight what is the most important for each round, okay? So that you can notice what is important for each round. Judges. So judges are those who select the best speaker, the speaker who has the best performances in a contest. And if you want, or if you plan to be a judge, you must complete at least level 2. So those who completed level 2 above can be a judge. And yeah, the judges must follow the chief judge's lead during the contest, and especially the judges must join the judge briefing session so that they can understand fully about what they're gonna do in the contest. And especially they must learn about the judge guide and ballot. Each speech contest category, they will have specific ballot guide and ballot for their own contest. So they must learn all of them. Contestant is those who compete in a contest, right? So contestants are required, please pay attention. Contestants are required to join the contestant briefing. If the contestant fails to join the contestant briefing, he or she will be disqualified. And the next rank, let's say if you move from the club level to the area level, if a contestant fails to attend the area level contestant briefing, he or she will disqualify, and the next person will replace that person to compete in the contest. Let's say the first and the second place, if they cannot join the contestant briefing, they will be disqualified, and the third and fourth place will join to replace them and participate in the area contest. So contestant must prepare their speech with less than, I don't remember exactly how many percent, but you cannot use more than 5% of your speech is not from other people. This means that your speech remains 95% of your own originality, and especially this year, you cannot recite what the previous speaker said, or else you're going to be disqualified. For example, if Toastmaster Helena said something about her job in Malaysia, and I'm a contestant right after her, and I said, oh, someone working in Malaysia said, yeah, I will be disqualified immediately. So contestant, please notice. Timer. Okay, so I have a discussion with Toastmaster Helena right before the training, which role is the most important and the most heavy responsibility in a contest, and that is timer. Why? Can someone tell me why? Why timer is so heavy and important? May I ask Toastmaster Alice?
I think timer helps the contest happen smoothly, and to make sure that the contestant meet the minimum time or maximum time to control the time to see if they are qualified or disqualified.
Yes, exactly. That's right. Thank you, Toastmaster Alice. Because among those main reason that a contestant may be disqualified, first is from themselves, and second is from timing, which is literally themselves, but yeah, we can be helped by timer. But if timer do precisely, yeah, very stressed. Toastmaster Vikram used to be the timer. Yeah, I remember that I was a chief judge at that contest as well. Very heavy, very stressful. I used to be the timer at the district contest, and very, very stressful when you must time the contestant precisely. And yeah, when you do timer for a contest, please use the Toastmaster International timer background. Why? Because I noticed that nowadays most of the club are using their own timing video, right? You have the this part. You have the mini timer countdown here, or the clock, the watch right here to time, and everyone can see the timing, right? It is not recommended in a contest. You must use the TI, the Toastmaster International timer background. Just show the color green, yellow, red. Why? Because the time, how can I say? The timing report when the timer finishes counting the time for a contestant, they will note down the time report, and the time report must be submitted to chief judge, and it is only known to chief judge only. And if there is some cases that lead to disqualification by overtime, the chief judge is the one who is responsible for letting the contestant know. And you know, being disqualified because of going overtime is very, I understand, is very beautiful. So that is why in every contest there should be always 2 timers, and 2 timers must time separately, which means timer 1 they will run their own timer, and the timer 2 also run their own timer. Because first, when one got disconnected, when the timer 1 got disconnected, the timer 2 can immediately replace her. And the second one, if there is 1 second different from the 2 timer, the chief judge can consider. I used to see a case where one timer time 7 minutes 30 seconds, and the other timer time 7 minutes and 31 seconds. It's just 1 second that can lead to a contestant disqualification. So it's better for you to have 2 separate timers time separately, so that you can have an evidence to show that this contestant is still in time in case the situation happen. The same thing apply for the contest. So always have 2 timers, and they time their own differently, separately, and they note down separately as well. And the time must be counted precisely up to seconds. It means that maybe 7 minutes, 22 seconds, 7 minutes, 23 seconds, just note down the exact seconds that the speaker used, the contestant used. So this is very important. So I pay most of the time to this role, okay? Next is ballot counter. So ballot counter will be found by chief judge, and the ballot counter is responsible for counting the ballot. So besides chief judge, the ballot counter are the one who know the result the earliest. But the ballot counter is required to keep the result secret. Okay, please, when you know the result, do not go around and say congratulations to people. Okay, please keep the result secret until the end of the contest. And the ballot counter must join the judge briefing so that all the judges know your identity. And during the contest, the ballot counter will collect the ballots from judges and join the ballot counting with chief judge. The ballot counters must come from different club, area, or division. It means that at club level, the ballot counter must come from a different club. At area level, the ballot counter must come from different area. At division level, the ballot counter must come from different division. You don't need to ask me why, right? Okay, we have gone through half of the training. Are you still ready? Please show me your heart. Yeah, I see half of the Zoom has gone. I remember when I was a contestant, right? I'm sitting there, and the ballot counter standing right behind me, and they show me very stressful, and they tap on my shoulder. Don't worry, you won. Congratulations, you won. I said, what? say no, you are not allowed to you are not allowed to spoil the result, even though I know I'm gonna win, but no, please don't. Okay, chắc là sai. Let's move on. Now we have the specific role for Zoom platform. Not normally, but specifically, our contests are organized via Zoom. So we need to have a Zoom master to manage the activity of the Zoom. So first, the Zoom master must learn about his role. What is his role? These are his role. Okay, the Zoom master must learn how to record the contest. Or if you want to do the live stream, yeah, you must learn how to do the live stream. Must learn how to share any slides or music. You heard the clapping sound at the beginning, right? Yeah, that would cheer up the how can I say, the spirit of the contestant. So if your Zoom master is sensitive enough, yeah, you may want to consider when you introduce a contestant, you may want to add that sound. Yeah, to cheer up the spirit of the contestant and create breakout room if needed. Yeah. So the Zoom master is recommended or is required to join the contestant briefing as well, so that they know how many contestants are there in the contest, and to know whether they need to share any materials from the organizing team, like slide or music. Yeah. The same thing applies for Zoom coordinator. But to me, Zoom coordinator is a bit more stressful, because Zoom coordinator, just like SAA, you manage people in and out of the Zoom. And please remember that during the contest, no one is allowed to be in or out of the Zoom. Actually, you can go out, but you cannot go in when the speaker is speaking. You manage the audio during the contest, which means when a speaker is speaking, you hear some noisy sound from other people, you immediately mute that person. Mute. Very powerful function of Zoom. Okay. Or if a contestant is speaking, you must disable chat so that it will not disturb the contestant or the judges. And in some specific contests, such as table topic contest and evaluation contest, the Zoom coordinator also escort and follow the contestant in and out the breakout room. I will explain this more detail in the contest flow session, okay? Yeah, so that's all about the roles. Do you have any question before we move to the judge briefing and contestant briefing? About the role, any role that you still have question? Yeah, no one have question.
To ask, can contestants see other speech to do that?
Who is saying? Who is speaking?
Can you hear me?
Helena.
Yes.
What do you ask?
In the chat box, Phung Shu asked, like, can contestants see other speech to do that? So you can answer to everyone.
Yeah, in the international speech contest, the contestant can see other people's speech. But in the table topic and evaluation contest, only the first contestant can see all the other contestants' speech. Why? I will explain later in the contest flow. It's a little bit laggy, right? I see you on frozen. Okay, so any other question about the role?
Yes, just want to make sure that for the chief judge, only the chief judge know all the judges, right? No one allowed to know who will be the judge in the contest, right?
Chief judge and ballot counter.
Thank you.
because the ballot counter must collect the ballot from the judge. So if you are a chief judge, please find the ballot counter that you believe in their integrity and respect and service and excellence, so that they will not go around and spoil. Oh, he's a judge, she's a judge. Find the one that you totally have faith in, have trust in that person. I see Thomas would not raise her hand.
Yes, I would like to ask about the judge too. Can you tell us about the number of judges that we should find? And yeah, also about the tie breaking, because I'm not sure. So first is the number of judges. And the second thing is about their communication channel, because I remember that last year, I was invited to be a judge in a club contest, and we kind of have a Facebook group with all the judges, so we kind of know each other. I don't remember like the way that we send our result to the chief judge. So can you clarify again about like the communication channel, whether we all send them in the same group chat or we send them individually or in some other secret way? Yeah, so that's
okay. Thank you. Very good question. So if you are judges, normally at the club level, it is required for 5 judges. I remember in the old document they said at club level you can have from 3 to 5, but it's better to have 5 judges at club level. And when you move on to one level, you must add 2 more judges, which means at club level 5, at area level 7, and at division level will be 9. Just try to keep the number of judges in is the odd number. 5, 7, 9, 11. And tie-breaking judge is only known to chief judge. It means that only chief judge know who is the tie-breaking judge. Sometimes the chief judge can play the role of the tie-breaking judge himself as well, if we are lack of human resources. And the judge can know each other identity, and also the ballot counter will know the identity of judges, so that they can collect the ballot from the judges. And for the communication channel, it's good to have a Facebook group actually, or you can use Zalo, WhatsApp, Line, whatever, as long as it's convenient for you to communicate and exchange information. You will not submit directly to chief judge, but you must submit to the ballot counter. Okay, the judges will not submit to the chief judge, but to the ballot counter.
Okay.
Yeah, and the way to do that, Toastmaster International advised us to use the form, the ballot form. So Toastmaster Helena can send you the form, or I have already gathered all the materials needed for a contest inside that drive link. You click on that link and you will access to any material that you need. I still miss one material, which is the MC script for the contest chair. I used to prepare a full MC script, so it lists out very detailed what the MC need to say during a contest. You can adjust it to your club contest name or the name of the people in charge. Yeah, and when you submit the ballot, remember, sign on the ballot. Only the ballot with the signature of the judge is eligible. So if you're gonna be a judge, Please remember to sign this ballot. Who could be judges?
So Toastmaster Hieu.
Yeah.
Yeah, Toastmaster Phung Su has a question related to that. So we are doing online. So how can we do the ballot? Is it in Google form or in paper? And how can you sign it?
Yeah, it's not compulsory that you use Google. Actually, I'm speaking of that as well. I remember TI advised us to use their ballot, which means we must use their ballot. I will show you the ballot, okay? If you want to have a full view of that, I'm gonna share with you. Just a moment, please. The ballot. The ballot here. So for judges, let's take international speech as an example, okay? We have two ballots. One is for the official judge and one is for tie-breaking judge. Only when we have a tie between the first, second, and third place, then the tie-breaking judge form will be applied. If not, it is not in use. We only use the official judge ballot. But when there is a tie between first, second, third, then we apply the tie-breaking result. Okay, so you can see here the judge guide and ballot, very detailed about content, delivery, and language. On the second page, they have a clear breakdown what you're looking for each criteria. And here, this one is the most important one. This is the ballot. So please write down the name here, the name here, name here. Oops, sorry, this is the tie-breaking, right? I opened the wrong one. This is the tie-breaking, this one. Yeah. So this is the official judge ballot. This is official ballot, okay? You will only write first, second, third, and then you write your name. Just write your name. Don't sign on it, okay? Because we are doing it in a virtual platform. We don't want you to be cyber steal, and your signature will be cyber stolen. We don't want that. So just write your name. You don't need to sign this way. You just need to write your name here. Okay, and submit your first place, second place, third place. In fact, if you are judges, you don't need to write exactly the number of points here, but this is for you to make your judgment rational. Yeah. When you finish, you just need to take a picture or screenshot of this one. You use the tool, snipping tool. I believe that you all know the snipping tool, right? You write the name here, you use the snipping tool, you cut this one and you submit to the ballot counter. Whether you may send the ballot counter privately, yeah, you are required to send the ballot counter privately. So in the judge briefing, please define which ballot counter collected who judges. What I'm saying. For example, we have 5 judges, right? For example, we have 5 judges. So the ballot number 1 will collect the odd number, and the ballot 2 will collect the even number. So ballot 1 will collect the 1, 3, and 5 judge, and the ballot 2 will collect the 2 and 4. For example, we define it during the judge briefing. And yeah, I intend to say about that in the judge briefing as well. Okay, do you have any question about this guide, how the judge the contestant performance? May we move on?
Yes, just a question.
Okay.
For for the club level, you say we should have 5 judges. Does not include the tie breaking, right?
Yes, does not include tie breaking. Tie breaking is a different person from the universe that only the chief judge can find.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
And to make sure that you all understand, as long only when there is a tie among first, second, or third, that the tie breaking result will be applied. That's why you can see that in the tie breaking we have on the place, so that the chief judge will base on which if A and B got a tie. So the chief judge will base on the order of the tie-breaking ballot. Who comes first, then that person will win. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Any other question?
So Toastmaster Hieu, if in a club level we only have 3 judges, then if we move to area, can we have 5? Because you say that
we must have 5. We must have 5. Yeah.
We must have 5 in the club level.
I mean, we must have 5 at area level.
So if my club only have 3, but other club has 5 in a club level, then when we move to area, we still need to be 7 judges?
Good question though. Let me remember. Last year I have 5 judges for club level, and area level we have 5 or 7. Yeah, at area level you may have 5 to 7.
Okay, 5 to 7.
Yeah, but at area level you let your area director do the job.
Okay.
Let Toastmaster Hero do that.
Yeah. So there is one question from Toastmaster Văn about the judges. When we do the club contest, then we invite the judges from other clubs. But when we do the area, the judges will be from other area, right? Just like the Bao.
Yeah, I said that before.
Okay.
I already mentioned that.
Maybe it's not clear.
Sorry, it means that we in the area level we need to invite the judges from the other area.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. And if I remember precisely, there are 3 criteria for judges in higher level. In the contest rule book, it said that if not practical, you can have the judges at club level. You can have the judges from your club, but it do not exceed 25% of the number of the judges. If all the judges are from other club, it's not practical. You can have judges from your club, but the number of the judges from your club do not exceed 25% of the total number of judges. Same thing happened for area. Can judges be a contestant in other club? Good question. In the past, we usually argue a lot about this. I have many midnight nightmare when finding judges like this, and voila. Yeah, well, wait, not this one. Wait, is it this one? No. No. Where is it? Not this file. This file. I have to remember many files here. We have one in the judge certification of eligibility and ethics. Judges for contests beyond the club level are not eligible to compete in the same contest type during the contest cycle. It means that if you are a judge at a club level, you can still compete in the same contest in other clubs. But when you move on beyond club level, you cannot be judge. You cannot be a judge for other club or area or division in the same contest sequence. It means that when you are a judge at one club contest level, wait. Oh, the internet froze. Okay. When you are a judge at a contest level, at a club level contest, you can compete in a contest of other club. But when you move on to area level, you cannot be judges for other area or other club or other division in the same contest cycle. It means that in that year. For example, if Toastmaster Helena, she will compete in ACI contest. She can be judged at what can I say? At Đà Nẵng club contest, HM club contest, Hanoi speaker Toastmaster club contest. But if she won and she moved to area level, she cannot be judges at different area like area V1, V2, or V4. She cannot be judges at those area level. Do you understand? Can you understand what I say?
Yes.
Do I make any sense? Yes, okay. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, and at a club contest, be a good standing member. It means that you pay the fee, okay? Remember to pay the fee. Toastmaster love that. An area or division, yeah, here. Oh, this ballot is quite outdated. You must complete at least 6 speeches. This is the old system. In the new system, you must complete level 2. In a part, you must complete level 2 to be a judge. Okay. And this one is also very important. I am not a member of the same club as any contestant when judging at the division, district, semi-final, and international level. It means that when we come to division level contest, no judge will be in the same club as a contestant and competing to avoid bias. And yeah, can be a contestant at other club or must be in my club. Must be in your club, which means that if you are a member of a club, you can only compete in that club. If you want to compete in other club, pay the membership fee. Oh, that one reminded me of a one time in 2017 when we conduct a table topic contest. There is a member, an old member who dropped Toastmaster for like a term or two, but then he came to visit the club contest, and when he found out the international speed contest is so wonderful, he immediately reinstated and become a member to participate in the table topic contest. And that's the only one time that we saw him in the meeting. After the contest, he disappeared. I don't know why people are so in love with contest and competition. Okay, all right. Let's move on. Do you have any other question about judging? I didn't know that you are so interested in contest, in judging. A chance to get new member. Yeah, that's right. I remember in 2019 when I was the president of HCM Toastmaster Club. At that time, our club has only a few members, less than 10 members. But after the contest, we rose to 20 members. because at that time the contest was so successful and we recruited a lot of members. At that time, we paid 2 million for the venue. It hurt me. It cost all of our club revenue. Yeah, I'm not good at finance, you know. But it paid off, right? It paid off. That we recruited more members. So I always think that a contest is a good campaign. It's also a good marketing campaign or campaigns that help you to recruit more members. So make it lit, make it bùng nổ, you know, make it extraordinary. You can recruit more members. Yeah. Show the world that how amazing your members are, and then let them want to become one of your members. That is a good membership recruitment campaign. Okay, do you have any other question for judges, criteria, yada yada? Maybe move on. I saw the yellow screen already, and it made me nervous. Shall we move on? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Let's move on. What did we leave off? This one. Okay, just briefing. One of the two most important sessions that we conduct before the contest is first the judge briefing, and second is the contestant briefing. What we do with the judge briefing, of course, we ask the judges to fill in the judge certification of eligibility and code of ethics form, so that we make sure that the judges are here to serve the contest eligibly. How to appear in a contest. So, you know, the judge must remain unknown to everyone. So when you appear in a contest, there are two ways of doing that. First, you show your face normally, don't change anything, and just like a normal guest, right? You appear just like a normal guest. But the risk is that the organizing team will not know whether all the judges are there. And it's very hard for chief judge to manage whether the judges are there in the Zoom, because he have to search around the participant list, right? So the second way is that you turn off your screen. You turn up your screen like this. You remove your avatar. I don't remember how to remove this one, but maybe later. And you change your name into just plus number. Maybe just number 1, just number 2, just like what I'm doing right here. So that the contest chair can easily identify you, that you're already in the Zoom. And it will make your contest look more professional when you say, oh, people cover the face and they say judge. Yeah, we know that the judges are there. The judges are there, and they will make the atmosphere more professional and more formal. Judge guide and ballot breakdown. As I said, each contest they will have different judge guide and ballot. So all the judges must learn carefully what judges they are judging. They must know who is the ballot counters. And last but not least, the most important thing here, define procedure. What procedure are there? First is the easiest, the most easiest one is submitting ballots. I already explained how to do it. It may the judges will write down the number from the ballot, from the guide ballot, the judge guide ballot, and I submit to the ballot counter using the snipping tool, or you can take the picture by your phone, whatever you like. The other tools are a little bit more complicated. First is conducting a protest. When a protest happens, it means that when the judge find out there are some what is the word? Breach, yeah, or violation of the rules, such as the speech from a contestant is not original, or the judges find the result is not reasonable, or the chief judge find that the contest chair announced the wrong result. First is if the contestant breach or violate the rules, which the speaker's performance is not original. Second is when the judge find that the result is not reasonable, and finally the chief judge find that the contest chair may announce the result wrongly. So that is when you conduct a protest. So the board of judges and the chief judge must come up with the protest procedure, how they're gonna do it. So when that thing happened, the judge, it's just my recommendation, okay? When you find out what that thing happened, you can notify the judges will notify the chief judge, and the chief judge will gather the contest official, including contest chair, organizing chair, ballot counter, timer, so to discuss and to make the final decision. Last but not least is the remaking due to technical issues. Last year, we encountered a lot of technical issues when contests happen. So there are two ways. First, following the online best practice, right? I sent you the material already, the best online practice for contests. It means that when a technical issue happens, the chief judge may ask on the board of judges that if you find the technical issue is too severe, that we must stop the speaker. If more than half of the judges find that, oh, we should stop, then the chief judge will announce a contest chair to stop the contestant, and they will let the contestant start again, or start at the last word that the contest chair defined, so that the contestant will continue. More about this, you can read the online best practice. It's also in the right link that Toastmaster Helena sent you. You can find more on how to do it properly. But these three are the most important procedure during the contest. So make sure that you have the clear procedures, that when this thing happen, you can know what to do. Next is this one is the contestant briefing. So also fill in the form to make sure that you are eligible and your speech is original. This one for contestant, these three are very important. And this one, and this one as well. Speaking area. So in an online contest, you see, we cannot see the whole body. Some just see half of the body, some only see the head, just like Toastmaster Helena, we can only see her head from the shoulder to her head, right? So if you don't have a very good camera, make sure that you keep the proper distance from the contestant to the camera, that the judges must see your facial expression very clearly, and listen to your voice clearly as well. So you may not show the whole body, just show half of your body, but your facial expression and your audio must be clear and loud to the judge, so that they will judge your speech or your performance based on that. And during the contest, the speaking area must be the same. It means that you cannot zoom in or zoom out, or you cannot change the camera angle, or you cannot switch the camera from the other side. You may disappear. You may disappear from the camera. You may appear from the camera, but make sure that your speaking area remain the same. Timing rule. Timing rule I already said in the timer. Actually, not a timing rule. Just timing rule will be you can find it in the contest rule book. I will do not say because we will cost a lot of time. Disqualification rules. So I have already gone over a lot of disqualification rules. Now it's your chance to make sure whether you remember them. May I ask Toastmaster Thanh Duyên, how will you be disqualified? When will you be disqualified? Toastmaster Hào Duyên. Thanh Duyên chứ? Thanh Duyên.
Yes.
How will you be disqualified?
According to my memory, is overtime.
Overtime, yes.
Second one is you're not qualified, like you didn't deliver enough speeches in your club, like 6 speeches.
Okay.
And you're not a standing strong members, like you didn't apply for the fee.
Yeah.
So you're not disqualified.
Right.
And then when speaking, you change. What's this is right?
Pardon?
Change the corner of the camera. And make sure that you're in front of the camera, or else is disqualified.
Yes, that's right.
Anything else? That's all that I can remember.
Wow, you have a very good memory. I said all of those, but I don't remember. Thank you a lot, Toastmaster Thanh Duyên. Yeah, I believe that you are ready for the contest. So first is when you go over time, and when you go under time as well. Whether you go over time or under time, you will be disqualified. Second is when you are not a good standing member. It means that you haven't paid the fee when you join the contest. The fourth criteria is that when you have not completed the criteria to be eligible for joining the contest. Mr. Hưởng, can you pause the recording at this moment, please?
Yes.
No, never mind. If you are not completed the enough level, you will be disqualified when you join the contest. But I encourage members to join the contest to learn and explore. So, nói gì hiểu nha mọi người. Okay. Next will be originality, which means that your speech is not your speech exceeds for more than 5% of originality, or you recite the speech from the previous contestant in the same contest cycle. Tự hiểu đúng, tự hiểu nó hiểu nhiều đúng chị, rõ ràng. Okay. That is how you will be disqualified as a contestant. We talk about that later, okay? Remark practice, I already said, draw contestant order. Some people believe that the contestant order is very tâm linh. It's very spiritual, right? So there is a tool that I usually use for drawing the contestant order, which is this one. You may add some some drama by adding some music. Let me share this. Okay. So let's example là có từ Thanh Duyên, Quỳnh Trâm, Phương Su Su. Okay, and then we draw, right? We draw. So first contestant gonna be okay. Congratulations, Toastmaster Bích-Trâm gonna be the first contestant. Yeah, that's how we do it, right? And then you remove, and we have other things, right? Yeah, that's how we do the contestant or the drawing. Now, do you have any?
Yeah, I have a question that
okay.
Like how much contestant could we have in a real contest?
I don't remember that we have a limitation. We can use the answer that we know. Oh yeah, thank you. I don't remember that we have a limitation on the number of contestants. So at club level, you may have as many contestants as possible. But when you move to the area level, only the first and the second winner of the club level can advance to area level. Same thing happened to area level to division level, which means only first place and second place of the area level can advance to division level. If for let's say in area V1 we have two clubs. One is Saigon and one is VNL. So 2 from Saigon, 2 from VNL, which means that we have 4 in total for the V1 contest. However, in V2 we have 4 clubs, which is Hanoi speaker, Hanoi English teacher, and IELTS mentor. Each will send 2. So which means this area contest they will have 8 contestants. So in division V we have 4 areas, so 2 from each area. We will have 8 contestants for division level. You get what I mean?
Yes.
Hello, Thảo.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Does this one satisfy you?
Okay, I got it.
So the contestant from V2 will compete again to select the 2 best one to join the division?
Yes, in each area, the best 2 will compete in the division level.
Yes. So in V2 they must have another contest to select from among the 8 from the club level.
Yes, it means that we have contests at different level, at club level, at area level, and at division level. And then after that, we will move to district level. So it is called to this is con vòng thành phố này, vòng khu vực đồng bằng sông Cửu Long, đồng bằng Hà Nội miền Trung như này, ở đây là cả nước này. It's called national, this is called provincial, and this is called citadel. On the contest happened in only one day, or one morning, one afternoon. You already know the result when you compete in the contest. When the contest finished, you already know the result, and you may have 1 month until you participate in the next contest. However, for area V1 though, the area contest will happen on the 3rd of April, whereas the division contest will happen on the 17th of April. So please blame your AD, not me, okay? Please blame your AD.
So the sooner we hold the contest, the better, right?
Yes, the sooner the better. I remember Toastmaster Helena from Malaysia, they already conducted the area contest, right? Yeah, she checked her head. Yeah, she knocked her head. The sooner the better. Is that right in your district as well, Toastmaster Albert?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Sorry, for my district, only the top will advance because we have quite a lot of clubs in one area.
Yeah, that's right. In Vietnam, each area we only have from 3 to 4 clubs, so not many. Thank you a lot, Toastmaster Albert.
Welcome.
Yeah, I already said that is between the club to area level. They usually 1 month. Yeah, and it's also depend on the club as well. If you organize, the sooner the better. I remember Annie, right? She wanted to organize the speech contest in January, and the area contest is around the end of February for the area V4. So it's around 1 month for your club contest in HCM, in HCM. It depends on other clubs as well. We will on the area director, they are collecting the club contest schedule so that we will make a post about on the club contest schedule, on the area contest schedule, and on the division schedule as well, so that you have the clear map of what contest is happening. What do you mean by con out? Okay, do we have any other question? We will go to the contest flow. It's very late already. Do you want to proceed?
Just want to add on. Okay. As I remember, you say that there are 2 other cases that the contestant will be disqualified. First one, if their content of the speech is is less than 95% originally from their own, they will be disqualified, right? Yeah. The second thing is in the table topic contest or in other contests, you repeat the things that the latest contest, the previous contestant said, and that you will be disqualified. Okay, so yes, just want to confirm 2 cases.
Yes, that's right. That's correct. That's correct. But you also reminded me of one other chance to be disqualified, which is disconnected. Which means that when it is not official, okay? This is not official. This is just the agreement among teachers and judges, and maybe contest chair and organizing chair. That is when the contestant got disconnected during speaking. He or she will have the other 2 chances to redo the speech. But when they got disconnected on the second attempt, they will be disqualified. They will be disqualified. Internet signal is also at your hand to prepare. So if you are not well prepared enough, you will be disqualified.
So you mean 3 times or 2 times?
The first official time, the first trial, and the second trial. But when you got disconnected on the second trial, you will be disqualified. Okay, I see my team said that you got overtime. Maybe I will end my session here. I will send you all the document I prepared. This is a contest flow of the international speech contest. You can see what happened first, next, first, second, next. International speech contest, you will have only 8 steps. In table topic contest, you will have 11 steps. And in evaluation contest, you have 14 steps. So it's more, okay? So I will send you those this file. We can have the recording today. Yes, sure, of course, you can have. I will send the recording to you. Our contest flow. I will send you this this file so you can see for yourself. And if you have question, please inbox me. Okay, please let me know. This is our contest flow. Okay, I will give the stage back to Toastmaster Hùng Tây. Thank you, everyone.
Yes, thank you, Toastmaster Hieu Phung, for his very awesome training and really, really informative. Please comment yes on the chat box if you find it. Yes, I'm sure you got something useful for your next virtual contest as a contestant or a member of the organization team. Yes, and I think now is a good time to relax. Yes, let's rest. Drink something. Sometimes I found water is really delicious. Yes, and hello, you master. Can you share a style of music? I think it's a really few minutes to relax.
Okay, so I think we can have a short break in 3 minutes. Is it okay?
Yes.
The timer, can you help to check and count just 3 minutes? Okay.
Yes.
I think many people in our Zoom really interested in training, because there are so many questions has been placed for trainer Hieu Phung. Yes, it's really hard to control the time.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Hùng Tây. So if you still have any question, please send me. I will try to answer all of those questions so that you have the best preparation for the contest.
Oh, so you can you do the TikTok so you can answer all questions.
Yeah, good idea. I will invite you to join me as well. Yes, you can use the same speech from club to final. I mean, you can use one speech only to the district round, and you can also use that speech for the regional round. But in the semi-final and the final, you are required to do different speeches, which means that you use one speech at the semi-final, and you must do a different speech for the final. Minimum two. Can we join the semi-final this year? Of course. Wait. No. Yeah, no. This year still cannot. That is because we do not meet the required club number. When you are a district, you must have at least 60 clubs. You must have at least 60 clubs for a district to be official. That means, yeah, the digit 97 still P. That is why we cannot proceed to the semi-final. Yeah, very sad.
Yes, I think tonight is really funny. And if you have more questions for trainer tonight, you can contact with him or fill in the form. Yes, and in that way he can answer your questions really detailed. And now I think we should move to the next section. All right, please comment yes if you're ready for the next section. Yes. In next session, you will hear from a champion in table topics, Toastmaster Bao Ngoc, and a champion in evaluation speech, distinguished Toastmaster 𝐓𝐵𝐿𝐴 as a contestant, a host, and how to become a champion. To be honest, we are the same position, but in real life, sometimes you win and sometimes you learn. And I think learning from the champion is a very good way to get closer to your prize. And in the second session, we'll be hosted by a Toastmaster from Da Nang Toastmasters Club. I can describe she has many experiences in networking, just a nice mind, and is more beautiful than me as a girl. Yeah, before I go, please give a big hand for Toastmaster Ali Phung.
Toastmaster. Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster, of the day. All right. So again, good evening, everyone. And I believe after such informative section from our beloved trainer Hieu Phung today, now we come to the next part. In this part, I hope that you guys can be more relaxed, can enjoy more, because we will have two very special guests today to share with us about their experience as a contestant and champion in the last year contest. I believe that this part is not only enjoyable and useful for the contestant, but also for organizing teams, because it is a way how you can coach or train your members to become a contestant. So without any further ado, please help me first to introduce our two wonderful special guests today. So first of all, she is a champion in the table topic contest in 2021. And her favorite quote about public speaking is that a good speech doesn't sound like a speech. Please help me to welcome our first speaker today, Toastmaster Bao Ngoc.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
So how did you spend your Christmas?
Actually, I spent a lot of money during Christmas because we have a lot of bondings with friends, and I just come over to their house, cook some good food and enjoy. And we also bought some presents so we can exchange it with each other, and it was very fun.
Oh, okay, great. I believe that you have a very memorable holiday with your friends, and now it's time for you to get back to work to earn more money. Okay, thank you. And our second speaker today is I would say very experienced Toastmasters, because as far as I know, he achieved distinguished Toastmaster twice, three times, twice, and third in July next will be third in July next year. And he won the second place in District 51 Division P evaluation contest last year. Please help me to welcome distinguished Toastmaster Albert Khor.
Thank you. Thank you.
So Albert, so you're from Malaysia, right?
Yes, I am.
So what time is that? What time is it in Malaysia now?
Well, Malaysia is 1 hour ahead of Vietnam, so it's 9:35 over here.
Oh, great. Like it's such a late night, you still being with us. You are an absolutely distinguished Toastmaster.
Still early for me.
Yes. All right. So now let's move on to our main part of today is your sharing about your experience as a champion or contestant in the contest. So we have Bao Ngoc from Table Topics and Albert. He's here participated in evaluation contest. All right. So first of all, I would like to know like who or how you get the inspiration or the encouragement to join the contest at the first place. Bao Ngoc, can you start first?
Yes. So the question is about who I took the inspiration from. So I joined Toastmaster 2 years ago, and I joined the contest right after I joined Toastmasters. So there were not a lot of time for me to prepare. And at that time, I really looked up to the president of our club. He has been the president for like 3 years after that moment, and he went to the division level with his speech. And always when he appeared in front of us, he always speaks, you know, very sincerely from the bottom of his heart. And he gave me the kind of feelings that Toastmaster is a place where I can be myself and everything will be all right. So I just entered the contest because he is the one who gave me so much inspiration.
Great. I think I know this person because the saying that speak from your heart is pretty common. I heard from someone in Toastmasters. How about you, Albert? Who or how you get inspired to join the contest?
It was very simple for me, really. I was a member of my company club back then. We don't have a lot of members, and when the contest time comes, you just look left, look right. Albert, you join contest. that was how I got involved in the first place. But after a few years, I mean, I joined one contest about 4 years ago. I joined Toastmasters 4 years ago, and I joined one contest then. And then I stopped joining for the next 2 to 3 years because I serve as the area director and division director. And then I got back into contests a few years, which is last year. So last year was the first time I rejoined the contest, and the motivation back then was I wanted to try something different because I have tried the leadership part. So now I want to try the contest part. So that was my motivation.
Okay, so first of all, the destiny chose you, and then you decide for yourself, right, to try something new, to join the contest. Awesome. Well, actually, I had kind of experience of being contestant last year in table topics only. But I also joined, I remember like international speech in my club level, and it was pretty scary for me, like before the contest, because I believe that both evaluation and table topic, we don't have any like prepared speech, like script to learn, to memorize, and to talk, right? So how did you guys feel the same fear like that before the contest, and how you overcame that? So Bao Ngoc, how about you? How about table topic contestant?
So for me, the first year when joining the contest, I actually joined both table topics and the prepared speech. And at that time, I believe that all the contestants have to, finish like 6 speeches before they can enter the contest. And I think that preparation with the prepared speech contest did give me some experience. So like the structure of the speech, how I should develop my answer and something like that. So at first I was afraid of table topics because as you already say, there was no script and nothing we could do to prepare. But then I think that with experience in Toastmaster in making speech, then it would be all right. So yes.
Okay, I see. So it also a lot of preparation while doing like prepared speeches, right? How about you, Albert?
Well, I think for evaluation contest, and I'm not sure about table topics because I've never joined table topics contest before. For evaluation, it's like a mind game. So we have to prepare ourselves mentally before we listen to the test speaker speech. Yes, the preparation needs to start even before the speech itself. So it is not totally unprepared. Normally, I will try to think of some words to connect my points. And then when I listen to the speech, I will fill in the blank. So the preparation starts even before the speech and not during the speech.
Oh, okay. So, well, actually, I think that preparation is very broad term, especially when it comes to how to say impromptu speech, right? Because it's all based on a previous unprepared preparation, I would say. So, like in table topic and in evaluation, like what kind of elements we should consider when we do the table topic speech and when we listen to a speech to evaluate.
So in table topics, if I understand your question correctly, is this about the elements that we should include in a table topic answer? Is that right?
Yeah, exactly.
So for me, normally, we take table topics question as this way. So basically, we think about the question, we think about something we want to share and the message behind it. So it could be a story, it could be anything, but then at the end, we will come up with something that we want to tell to the audience, we want to make a change. So that is when we put a call to action and then we end our answer. So basically, I think that all the table topics that makes impact are the ones that have a very strong key message, and the way we develop our answer to reach that key message and to deliver it to the audience. It includes a lot of elements, but at the end, as long as it has a key message, then it's a good table topics answer to me.
I see. So like the main point here is to have a key message and have a call to action at the end of the answer, right? The speech, table topic speech. Okay, great. How about the evaluation? Is that the same? Or we just analyze as usual?
For evaluation, the preparation that I made was I would try to reflect on the surrounding environment that we are living in right now, because one of the challenge for an evaluation speech is that we do not know what is the purpose or the objective of the speech, because the project, it is a pathway speech, but the project is not announced to the contestants. So that's the challenge, and therefore I think the only way for me to interpret that speech was to look at the value that the speech can give, like a normal speech. So not just a pathway speech, but like a normal speech. So for me, I will look at the current surrounding. I would say, okay, currently we have COVID-19, we have restrictions, we have lots of challenges. In Malaysia, we have the flood recently, lots of people lost their home. And I would then, when the test speaker delivers the speech, I will look at the value that can be derived from the speech and how it can relate to the current situation. That's how I draw the value out from the speech. Now, the other aspect that I also prepared is I would try to mentally tell myself, how many points will I be looking for? Do I go for the 2 good points and 2 areas of improvement, or 3 good points and 2 areas of improvement? I know sometimes we need to look at the speech, then we will know. But for me, I try to prepare myself, because if I try to be too ambitious, I may go over time. So I need to settle my mind before the speech, and then when the speech begins, I have a lot more time to concentrate on the speech rather than to worry about how many points that I want to talk about.
Oh, okay, yes. You remind me that like from our training session today, timing is very important, right? Because I can see that in both table topic and evaluation, the timing is very short. It's only around like, okay, from 2 to maximum 3 and 30 minutes. So it is quite like difficult to cover all the points like you want to talk about. There is only one thing that I really love table topic and evaluation part. And in table topic, I usually, sometimes I try to speak a lot. like it is over the time already, but I didn't have the key message. So if this is a question for Bao Ngoc, so what to like, did you encounter this before and how you overcome it?
I actually did. So my name in my club is like Toastmaster Bao Ngoc 2 minutes and 29 seconds because you know that is always my situations when I answer a table topics question. You know, there are two situations. One, your mind go blank, and then at the next moment it was filled with a lot of ideas and you just want to express all of it because you are afraid you may miss some important points when you give in your answer. So that was me in that situation. I tried to deliver it, include a lot of details, a lot of feelings, and in order to make it sound more, you know, impressive. And then I always at the point of losing because it's 2 minutes and 29 seconds and I stopped there. So yes, this is also my problem. And I talked to an experienced table topic speaker and he told me that when you see the green flag from the timer, you should come to the conclusion. You should come to the key message because we don't wait until the red flag appears. Did we think that we need to stop everything? It would put it to a situations when we have to come up with a quick, and it will not be satisfying at all because the ending is what makes your speech more memorable. So spend a lot of time from the green flag, yellow flag, and red flag. Just spend all those last time to make a good conclusion. And yes, that is the lesson I learned from a table topics masters.
Oh, okay, great. I will try to apply this tip in my next time. So when I see the yellow flag, like jump into like the conclusion, right? So like to build it up and to invest in more in that. Yes, I actually I can relate to it because always like when I listen to the speech, the thing that I remember most is the last thing like the speaker have said. How about you, Albert? Like, do you have the same problem with the evaluation part?
Oh yes, definitely. We have a lot of things to say, but only a very limited time. So I too have my own timing guide when it comes to evaluation contest. The tricky part about the evaluation contest is that the green light will not be up until 2 minutes. So the first 2 minutes, no warning. And then the last 1 minute, 3 different lights will come up. There will be a 2 minute, 2.5 minute yellow light and a red at 3 minutes. And then we have only 30 seconds to conclude our speech. So my practice would be to try to conclude the good points before the green light, just before the green light, and to try to almost complete my areas of improvement at the time of the yellow light. And by the time of the red light, I need to be halfway through my summation, through my summary. Otherwise, I will be in trouble.
Okay, I see, great. So like a good point before green one and like improvement after green, and when yellow for conclusion for the summary, right? In my that's great, I think, techniques. In my club, I also do a lot of evaluation, and personally I encounter this problem. Okay, so you are evaluator and you participate in the contest. So here you showcase your skill, and somehow you also have the desire to win, right? Of course, you have it if you are like a contestant. So how do you balance it? Like the desire to outperform other people, to give the best evaluation, and to still give the value for the speaker?
That's an interesting question, because I feel that the best evaluation and giving the evaluation that gives the most value to the speaker should not be a conflicting objective. I feel that by creating the best value for the speaker, that is the kind of evaluation that will win contest. Now, value itself to the speaker is not enough, but without value to the speaker, then I think it is not a very good evaluation. So what I'm trying to say is that the value to the speaker it's the same principle for me, at least in the club level, in the club meeting, as well as in the contest. I will try to be as honest as possible to the speaker and try to really give the points that the speaker can implement in his or her next speech. But the only thing I do different for contests is that I will add in certain words or certain speech crafting, because in the evaluation contest, the way we craft our evaluation speech is also very important. So it's not just the value, not just the content, but also the way it is being crafted. That is what makes contest evaluation very different from the normal club evaluation. But my principle is the same. I would want to give the best value to the speaker. Maybe I've come across some contestant, they want to try to be nice to the speaker so that they can get the most points. For me, the art of evaluation is how do we give the best value and yet sound nice. That is the very important art that I want to master.
Wow, great answer. I love it. At the end of the day, I think that the first priority is always the value for the speaker, right? And then like how we deliver it. Great. Yeah, give value and still sound nice. All right. Bao Ngoc, here's like I just want like to turn to table topic. Like, how about you? Like when you receive a question, right? Have you ever this when you receive the question in the contest? Do you have a feeling like you, how to say, like you do not like want to get this question, like it's too difficult for you? So what you do in that case?
Yes, I encountered that situations quite a lot because it's the same for every round in the table topic question. I entered the contest and didn't even know what I would encounter. So it was very challenging. And at this moment, I cannot remember how I felt, but I just know that it was very bad waiting for a very long while in the breakout room. And then there was one time when I just heard the questions and I knew immediately that this question is not for me because I believe completely the opposite things. So when I answer, I try to state my point, but then after all, like I need to get to the point about the questions. So it was like beating around the bush and a lot of trying to include details in order to lead to the message. And I thought it was, you know, very awful for me. But then this is the lesson that I learned about table topics, because after that, I listened to other speakers, and there is one speaker that really impressed me. She just, you know, she's like me. She doesn't believe in the idea that the questions give. She challenged the questions, and then she upgraded to the next level. She doesn't give the key message that relates to the question, but she add in her ideas and make it, you know, it doesn't conflict with the questions, but it make it sound more herself. So I think that is a very good thing you should do with a table topics questions when you just don't know or don't buy the question at all.
Wow, that's very, very eye-opening, I would say, because normally we are, you know, we are get framed by the question a lot, like receive it and automatically we think that we need to answer that, only that question, right? But actually, I think that for all the contestants, probably it is okay to challenge, as you say, challenge the question and give your point. Oh, great. Like, is that, I just have this one question I'm interested in, like, you guys won not only one, but more contests, the same evaluation and table topic. So what is the one thing that you think give you the lead you to the champion place in this contest? Albert, the one thing.
For me, I would say the preparation is very important. Analyzing my competitor. Yes, I analyze my competitor. I can get very competitive. and that doesn't mean I'm not friendly. I am friendly, but I am also very competitive. So when it comes to the contest, I will try to focus on my strength and maybe look at my competitors and see what is the area that maybe they are not very strong, and I will try to just impress upon the judges as to that is the points or the strength that I have. I'm hearing some background noise. Anyway. Very cute. Okay, so so for me, like what I'm trying to say is that I would look at the speaker. I would try to look for the points that maybe my competitors will not guess, because I know some of them maybe they are more familiar with the body gesture or maybe with the vocal variety. I try to look beyond that. I try to come up with something that is different and that is fresh, so that it is something that stands out from the other contestant, because I know that maybe many contestants will say the same thing. I try to look at a different thing for evaluation.
Okay, I see. So like you focus on the thing that make your speech, make your evaluation stand out, the thing that your competitor wouldn't say, right? Okay, interesting. Know your enemy. Okay. How about Bao Ngoc? How about you? Like, what is a thing that help you to become a champion in table topics?
I believe my answer would, sound similar to that of Albert, but it is a little bit different because, in my club, the president is always very ambitious. And, what did she do to get us prepared? She made us enter the contest, the table topic contest of other divisions, of other areas, of other districts to observe the speakers. And then we would note down how the competent speaker, how the best one performed, and we learn from that. And also we will go around, Vietnam, like all the area to see how the speakers are doing. So we get the idea of what kind of experience they have, what is the strength, what is their weakness, and also that will help us analyze ourselves too. So we're young, so what we lack of is the experience. We are not as strong as other contestants, but what do we have? We have the flexibility, we have the fast reaction to the questions, and also our English is a little bit easier to catch. So that is how we analyze the strength and the weaknesses. And then we learn from the better speaker, and we believe in ourselves that we're not the loser in this contest. And yes, that is, how we prepare our mind and also our skills before we entering a contest.
Very, very interesting point. I think that it is amazing way for new Toastmasters to participate in the competition, or Toastmaster who want to join for the first time, right? Because we can go travel around to other clubs and listen and observe and then learn from them before we do our own performance. That's awesome. So like, I believe that you guys like become different after winning this contest. So I'm just interested to know like how this changed you. Like, what is a different you before the contest and after winning it? Albert?
For me, lately, I have actually won quite a lot of club contests. I think I've won about 4 or 5 club contests so far. So lately, I'm into something new. I train my protege or my mentee to go for the contest. So for example, recently, I have my mentee who just joined in June this year, and she got 2nd place in the club contest. So I allowed her, because I won the club contest, but I allowed my mentee to go to the area level because I can join another area contest. So I actually trained her. I coached her for 2 weeks using whatever I know. And then she managed to win the area contest about 2 weeks ago. But when I coached her, I realized that I could also learn something new. and I could try to improvise my own evaluation. So for me, the thing about winning is that it gives you a certain amount of confidence, but at the same time, it also gives me the confidence to coach other people. And when I coach them, I become even better. Yeah, so that's what's new about me in the past few months. Yeah.
Okay, great. So after winning several contests with Experience, now you are having a protege, right? I hope that she will be doing very well in her own participations. How about Bao Ngoc? Like how the winning the contest changed you?
Actually, it didn't change me at all. But yes, I did learn something, and I'm not sure if you all share this feeling with me, but I knew the pain of contest, of competition. And though we say that is a playground and everyone join to learn, but I have seen a lot of contestants in my club. They have a lot of dreams and they try their best, they put in a lot of effort, and then they didn't achieve anything. And I see the pain in the eyes and all of them. And I just wish that this is not like a competition. So the next year I join it again just to play. And yes, you know, maybe I could give them like the support I could offer, but for me, I don't think I would be a good mentor because I'm not good at pushing people, and I just don't want to make people enter competitions at all because yes, I hate the pain in their eyes.
Okay, I see. Well, actually, I think that mentor have like us in Toastmaster in Pathway, we have like such a kind of project, right? Mentoring. So we have different style of mentoring, and I believe that in the future you'll find the one that suits you. So we were talking about the winning, right? The feeling of the winning. How about the failure, the pain, just by what I said. So I believe that both of you joined several contests. You won, yes. Is there any contest that you failed? Maybe Albert, you want to share first?
Well, I would say, okay, just now I was introduced as the person who got second place. So I'm not sure if that's a failure. To me, it is because I didn't win. But I think so the question was, how was the feeling when I failed? Was that the question? Yeah. Very sad. Because the worst thing that can happen to you if you get a second place is for someone to come to you and say, oh, Albert, you could have won. Your evaluation was so good. For me, you are number one. That is the worst thing you can say to someone who is number two, because you are just making that person feel even worse because the person didn't win. So I know that they have good intention, but for me, I just felt that then what's wrong? Why I didn't win? Because apparently the person whom I lost to at the division level actually went on and win the district contest. So I always have that regret that perhaps if I beat him, I can also win the district contest. So maybe I have what it takes, but it takes a few days. But after that, I tried to tell myself that it was my first time joining evaluation up until division. So don't be too hard on myself, and getting to that level means that I have what it takes, and I will do better this time and hopefully reach the district level.
So you use some pep talk, right? Kind of like you calm yourself and you like, how to say, you comfort yourself. All right. How about Bao Ngoc? You also got like the second place, right? So how did you feel like, or how you feel when you failed at the contest? And how you overcame those disappointment afterwards? Can you share with us?
Yes. So I think that being the second winner doesn't mean losing at all. I did lose when I entered the district contest, and at that round I didn't earn any place, and that is the failure to me. So being at the second place, I think is a better position for me because I believe that, yeah, they are better than me. They are qualified for that place. And I have the chance to be, you know, the competitor with them one more round. And it is already a pleasure for me and something I could learn from them, because I know that, yeah, I still got my weaknesses and I still got to learn. And I find a good, you know, competitor, someone who would show me what I lack. And from that, I can learn to be better. It is also a very good feeling to be at the second place. I just don't really enjoy the feeling of not earning anything. And in that situation, it is, it's also very memorable to me, because usually I will have my club supporting me, and when I lose, they will just call me and into a Zoom, you know, just like this, and everyone just turn on the camera and they smiling and they sharing a lot, and they just give a lot of compliments, you know, just like soothing myself, and that you've done the best, you've tried your best, so there's nothing to regret. And yeah, losing is not, you know, so bad an experience if you are in Toastmasters where people support it. And yeah, I think that's my experience with contest in Toastmasters, at least.
Yes, awesome. I love it. But personally, when joining Toastmaster, I always have the idea like Toastmaster is a safety net. It like you can try everything you want here, and when you fail, it's okay, because there will be always people here to support you, right? And maybe competition can be looked in a very different way. It's not like about winning or failing, it's as winning or learning. Exactly, Albert, you read my mind. Thanh Duyên, right? I'm sorry, Thanh Duyên, you read my mind. Yes, it's about you win or you learn, and then you learn and you move on and you win again, because when you learn, you win, right? Great. Well, actually our time is a little bit like limited. I really want to talk more with you guys, but anyway, I want to, before the Q&A section, so for our audience, if you have any question, you can type in the chat box, all right? Or you can raise your hand. But now my last question for both of you is, what is the one message would you like to send to our beloved future contestants this year? Only one. Who want to go first?
I can go first.
Okay.
So my message would be to those who want to try out the evaluation contest. Make sure that you practice. Try to find someone who can practice with you. What I did with my mentee was that I played some speeches for her to listen to, and she will practice the evaluation in front of me, and I will give feedback. I can't say enough the value that you can get from having someone to practice with. This would definitely position you in a very good place for the contest. That would be my tip.
Great. Find a teacher, find a mentor, find someone who you can practice with, right? And for table topic session, what is the message Bao Ngoc would like to say?
So it's there for the preparation. I would love to say that materials is everything that you can prepare. The materials here means the experience you have with your life, the stories that make impact, the things that you see interesting in this life that you think would make your answer stand out. Gather a lot of materials, and that is also how interesting people make them more interesting. So yeah, you have to be interesting before you can give interesting answers in table topics, and that's what I believe. And the next thing, if there is a message I would like to say, it would be, after the contest, treat yourself well, no matter if you lose or you win. A good treat would mean a lot to contestants, and it knows that you try your best, and that is the last thing. At the end of the day, it would be the last thing you remember.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. It was very like touching, right? It like remind me of building a Lego, like piece by piece. You need to like gather piece by piece, and then you build up a very beautiful model of it. The same thing, be interesting, talk from your heart, right? And treat yourself well despite any like the result of the contest. And find someone who can practice with you. It is very practical one. I definitely will apply it in my participation there. So I think that may probably enough question from me. So now it's like time for the audience tonight. So if you have any question for our speakers today, can you please raise your hand or type it in the chat box? It's both acceptable. Okay. While we are waiting, probably I will ask some question from the form that we received from like our participant today. Is it okay? Okay, can you give me a second? Okay, so I think that this question is maybe for both of you, like it is a little bit broad, but we hope that you can give us just some points. So here's a question like what is the structure of the impactful speech, both evaluation and table topic? Like, can you give us like the main points, the structure of it? Okay, maybe it's enough time for thinking. Albert, let's start with Albert because Bao Ngoc just answered.
For me, there are a few structure for the impact. I would like to address one popular format that contestants like to use, and at least over here in Malaysia, and that is acronym. They like to use, like for example, RED or PINK, and then they will use that to craft their evaluation speech. Now that is very good, but just one word of caution: it's not for everyone, because sometimes I feel people try too hard to come up with the acronym, and the evaluation doesn't really make sense anymore because the person is trying to come up with one acronym that doesn't make sense. So for me, a good a structure is going back to the simple sandwich method that we all know in the club. That works for most people. You have your good points, and then followed by the areas of improvement, and finally the encouragement, the summary, and the encouragement. Simple format, keep it simple, and just wow the audience with the content and the language you use to connect from one section to another. I think the connection, the transition from one section to another is more important than having a very fancy format or structure.
Yes, great. I totally agree with you. Like the content and the bridge, the connection between these ideas are much more important. How about table topic like Bao Ngoc? Is that the same thing?
First, for me, I don't think that there is a formula for a good answer in table topic. It's all about your charisma and what you bring to the table. So usually what impressed me are good stories, good sense of humor, and maybe metaphors or imageries that not many speakers know. So that is a tip for you. So if you just want to make your answer more memorable and you cannot include a lot of things, if you have a good metaphor, use it and try to make the most from the metaphor, from the imageries, and that will make the answer more, impactful. Yes, I have a lot of examples, but in short, that is the key.
Yes, okay, so metaphor, right? And stick to the content. The same actually. Okay, so another question here is probably the last one from this one is, oh, I love it. How to deal with pauses. He means that when, like, for example, when you just keep talking and suddenly your mind just went blank. You don't know what to say next. You just stop at the middle of your speech. So what to do? Okay, Albert, because Bao Ngoc just said so. Probably you can.
It's not a situation that I face a lot in evaluation. So I would say for evaluation, try to prevent that from happening, what I do is that all the evaluation contestants will have 5 minutes to craft their evaluation speech. Do not use the full 5 minutes to craft the speech. Use about 3 to 4 minutes to craft a speech, and the last 1 minute to try to memorize what are the points. Because at the end of the day, if sometimes when we are too excited, it has happened to me before personally, I forgot one of the point. Okay. I forgot the details of one of the point. But because I memorized the 5 points that I want to mention, I was able to get back to it very easily. So do not memorize the whole speech, but memorize the main point and use the last 1 minute of the evaluation time to do that. Because if you try to memorize word line by line or word by word, and when you get stuck, you will not be able to recover because you do not know what are the 5 main points. So there are nothing for you to hang on to. But if I memorize and I really remember the 5 points, if I get stuck, I can always either move on to the next point or I will restart the current point, depending on where I am.
Great strategy. So like about 3-4 minutes for writing down ideas and details, but 1 last minute to memorizing the main point only, right? Okay, but different situation in table topic, you don't have that for 4 or 5 minutes to think about your main point. So what do you do, Bao Ngoc, in that situation?
So in fact, this is the same concern that all the contestants told me when they enter the table topics. Like, yeah, I can truly understand that situations, but in my case, it will happen only when you don't practice enough. So whenever there's a contest and I have, the preparation training, the sections when I enter and I receive a lot of questions, maybe 5 to 10 questions a day. And that situations happen a lot. During the first 5 questions, my mind just goes blank. But from the 6th question to the number 10, then everything just goes smoothly. So it's how you, arrange your ideas and you prepare yourself to think fast. So the faster you think depends on the more practice you have. So after a long while practicing answering a lot of table topics questions in a short time, my mind just have the whole, arrangement of ideas and stories for the situations. And when I enter the contest and I receive the questions, I know immediately what kind of things I would tell and what kind of key messages I would give. It's just like, I don't have to remember a lot or force myself to learn this thing or remember. It just comes automatically with enough practice. So yes, I still believe that practice is the most important thing.
Awesome. Your brain is trained for table topics.
Yeah, that is the kind of thing.
Oh, okay, great. So just like practice a lot, right? Practice impromptu speaking. Great. Thank you. So I think that it is a time for us to end our talk show today, even though I really have more and more questions I want to ask you guys too. All right. So, all right. Okay, great. First of all, I would like to say thank you to our speakers today because I really love your ideas and your sharing about your experience. And I hope that I will see you too in the future contest. And I can compete with you guys so that I can improve, even though maybe I will be learning, not will be winning. Anyway, and for our audience today, we hope that this section today is very useful for all of you. And next week, we also have one more talk show with other very experienced speakers so that you can get more tips and techniques about how to participate in the contest. So thank you, all of you. And before I give back the stage to our Toastmaster Hieu Phung, can I have a photo with these two wonderful people? Toastmaster Hieu.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So you can count for us.
Yes. Okay.
You just took a picture?
Yes.
You need to count. Okay, it's okay. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Right.
Beautiful.
Okay. It's good, right? Okay, thank you to speakers again. I hope to see you very, very soon. And back to you, our Toastmaster of the day, Mr. Hung Day. Bye-bye.
Yes, so amazing, I can tell. Thank you to keynote speaker tonight, Toastmaster Bao Ngoc, and distinguished Toastmaster Albert Khor. And thank you, our host, Toastmaster Hieu Phung. So, what did you learn from tonight's meeting? From training session? From sharing? Yes. I'd like to invite Toastmaster Anna Thảo. Can you share to us, share with us, what did you learn from tonight's meeting?
Okay, first of all, I'd like to thank Mr. Hieu Phung for his training. I think it's really amazing. A little difficult for me to understand because I'm a new Toastmaster, but for tonight, I've learned some rules to continue my journey. Yes, I admire you with your experiences, and with I try to follow you because I know that you have many years have been Toastmaster and a leader. So I'd like to one of your fan club. Maybe future I try to be more hardworking because for many decisions I skip my journey. So from now on, I'd like to continue consistently. And then with speakers tonight, Hieu Phung and Albert or Bao Ngoc and Bao Ngoc. Admire three of you because when I listen to three of you, I learned how to say with tabletop section or prepared speech, the way to ask speaker. You did very well. Thank you. Many thankful all of you.
Yes, thank you, Toastmaster Anna Thảo, for your sharing. That's Anna Thảo Toastmaster answer. So how about you? Yes, to be honest, we want to hear from all of you. So please click on the link on the chat box and tell to us, what did you learn from tonight's meeting? And what thing we can improve for providing you a better experience in the future? Please click on the link on the chat box and tell us, what did you think?
Mr. Kim Pham want to tell his thinking.
Hi, thank you, 𝐶𝐢𝐞𝐮. You ask yourself why you come to Toastmaster. You try to seek the value when you come to Toastmaster. The same thing that you deliver your message. You want to deliver a message to the audience that they can find your value. Think of that. What you can bring to them is the value they can take away and learn from it. Prep your speech that they will learn from you. Second one, evaluate to motivate. Motivate the speaker to be a better speaker and to motivate yourself to be a better speaker. The first manual of your Toastmaster journey is Competence Communicator. Competence, very simple. Speak successfully and influence. Two things. Add value to your speech so you can learn what others can learn. Back to Toastmaster today. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Awesome sharing. So now I would like to all of you, I would like to invite all of you to click a link on the chat box and tell with us what did you learn from meeting tonight. And I think you think that we can improve more to provide you a better experience in the future.
Can I say something else, please? Two things I learned from you guys, not learning, but I noticed. Don't ever say fail. As Toastmaster, we don't fail. Like 𝐸𝐴𝐻 say, we don't fail. We keep on learning and learning. Another one I don't like is, I don't like to beat anyone. I want to be friends with everyone. We are learning from each other. I don't want to beat Hieu Phung all the time. He's a good guy. I don't want to beat him. We're here to be guided by others, by evaluations. We are here to learn to be more effective. So two things don't ever talk about it is failing and beating. That's hard. Give you guys lots of pressure. Give the guy a lot of, I have to win. No, I don't want to be in position to be winning. I want to be in position of learning. Thank you, 𝐸𝐴𝐻, for speaking out. You are 100%. The time I heard, oh my goodness, failing. I don't want to be called a failure. I don't want to be called a second place. I'm winning the second place. I'm winning the third place. I'm winning because I'm here to participate in the contest. Not because I don't, Toastmaster doesn't have no failing or winning. You are influence speaker. You want to be one of them to motivate others. I have enough to say for tonight. Thank you for listening. I thought we came off because I feel so embarrassing.
Thank you. Thank you, Chuki.
Yes, so nice. And again, so how about you? What do you think? Please click the link in the chat box and tell us what do you think. Okay, I think 1 minute is maybe enough for you to fill in the form. And as a master, can you share with us the sound of music?
Yes.
Yes, I do my own. Please comment down on the chat box when you're done with your job.
Please send us your comments so that we can do better in the next session and in the future event.
Yes. I can see them from Toastmaster Alice now. So we are grateful for your precious time tonight, and you stay with us still to last minute until 9 minutes. And tomorrow, people will stay to the last minutes to listen to your speech. And as you know, learning pathways has no end, but the meeting will have come to an end. And before we leave, I would like all of you to move to the really fantastic section. This section will lead by our Toastmaster Helena. Yes, over to you, Toastmaster Helena Nguyễn.
Okay. Thank you, TMB Hùng Tây. So before we end the meeting, so I just like to say thank you to all the organized team and speakers for your great support today. And now I would like to share. So a host, can you help me to share? Okay, I can share. So to appreciate your support today, I would like to send you the appreciation, the certificates of appreciation. The first one is Director Division V, Toastmaster Hieu Phung, for your great preparation for the contest training today. Thank you so much. And Han Hưởng, can you help to take a quick picture?
Yeah, finally I have my own certification. Yeah, I have to sign my own certificate.
You done right? Thank you so much. Yeah, still look. Okay, can you help to spotlight speaker Bao Ngoc? So your sharing today is very fruitful for everyone. So I appreciate your support today. Thank you so much. Can you help to take a picture of Bao Ngoc? Okay, the next one is Albert Khor, but he left already, so I will send it to him later. Okay, and for the amazing job today, the host today, the beautiful host today, Ali Fu. Thank you so much for your great questions to the guest speakers.
Rồi đi vô tay, clapping sound effect rồi.
Tao quên cái vụ clapping ghê.
Quên nữa rồi.
Đâu buổi nhá, buổi hiểu clap clip hết trời luôn, em của chị dừng chị có cái gì.
Chị Ali là don't give me hope.
Okay, so have you done with the picture?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. And for the organized team, so I also have my certificate.
Helena. Yes.
Let me give it to you.
And also thank me for great support for organizing the event today for all of you. Okay, the next one is the TMB Hùng Tây. Appreciates your preparation as the MC today.
Yes, Hùng Tây.
And I believe that the role of the MC today will benefit you, will help you in the Toastmasters journey.
1, 2, 3. Okay.
Okay, and last but not least, we have you, Hoàng Hưởng, for the double job today, Zoom Master and Timer. Well done, Hoàng Hưởng.
Yes.
You take a picture of yourself.
Okay. Well done.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. I believe and I'm certain that the event today benefits you a lot in understanding how to conduct the contest, and you can know more. You can listen to enjoy about the very experience from the guest speakers today, right? If you agree with me, so give me thumbs up. Okay, and we also have another day. It's next Monday at 7 p.m. as well. So we will conduct another one with the DTM King Ang from Thailand. He will talk about the crafting and delivering. So it is like a preparation for you to be the contestant. And we also invite guest speakers of so they are champions in the international speech. So it will be very amazing to you guys for joining us next week. And right now, I believe that it's quite late for everyone, and I'm so happy and I'm so grateful because you joined with us at the last minute, at the last second right now, right here. And thank you so much, everyone. See you soon. See you next time, next week.
Yeah, next week, 3rd of January. 3rd of January.
Okay.
I don't
January gì Duyên ơi?
1st January, next Monday.
All right.
Bye everyone. Good night.
Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.
I will send you the recording.
For your sharing.
Next year. See you next year. Yeah,
See you
thank
next
you.
year.
Next year. Happy
Wow.
New Year, everyone.
Yes. Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mà tắt recording anh Hưởng ơi.